charging ahead. It's now at 24,300 plus, and today there'll be HDFC Bank doing the wonders. Kunal, hi, morning. What's the setup looking like?
Good morning. So I think it's more of the usual where we've seen the indices moving up higher, then taking a pause on and off in between. The only change which we see is that there's been addition in terms of the open interest data for 24,000 puts for the Nifty as well as 52,000 for the Bank Nifty, which we saw yesterday. So remember, I think on an intraday basis, we were at a point where we were on the verge of breaking below both of these critical levels for the indices respectively. So we've managed to avert that, and we managed to come back towards an intraday recovery yesterday, and that intraday recovery led to more confidence building from traders. So which means that we could be at a point where 24,000 and 52,000 mark for both the indices could act as a major support over the short term for both the indices. And also on the other hand, we've seen the volumes as well as the sector participation improving from one sector to the other. So what this market has clearly shown is a classical sector rotation. For example, last week you had the private sector banking stocks which were doing extremely strong in terms of price performance. Then it was the time where you saw the IT stocks doing pretty well. Yesterday and day before, it was more of the mid caps and small caps. So it's a classic sector churn which has been playing out for the indices, and I think that's also keeping the market a lot more buoyant.
Nooresh, what about you? Are you also seeing signs of some unwinding, some resistance being hit temporarily? Let me qualify it. But at the same time, buy on dips, at least from now till budget, that complexion is not changing a whole lot.
So for now, the trend is up, and like Kunal said, it's a rotation which has continued. Like yesterday, we were discussing about how HDFC is going to be the decider, and it could happen with a gap up. And post yesterday's MSCI possibility, the stock would see a gap up, and that's the largest weight in the index. And now finally, the only reason we can actually take a pause is the whole rotation has taken place, wherein Reliance was lagging behind. That also broke out into all-time high. It started off with ICICI Bank hitting into all-time highs. Then you had Infosys also in the last couple of sessions actually make a move. And now you finally have HDFC Bank also make a move. So in that case, the top 5-7 heavyweights have made their moves initial. Now from here on, if the trend continues across the space, say Reliance ideally could go to 3,300. In that case, there is still a lot more to go. So the best way to ride this move is to keep a trailing stop loss and continue to hold on to the position. The trend is still strong. We are still not overbought as such on the whole indices as well as on the constituents.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.